What up? What up? That's crazy. What up? What up, my man? Give me 1 second here, cleaning up the workbench a bit before we get going tonight. You want to see what craziness I've concocted this time? You're not ready for this one. Let's see if this is... Yeah. So, I'm making those Coleco boards, right? But I need a working ColecoVision to test the cartridges, and I sold my working ColecoVision. Like a dummy. So, I have another ColecoVision, this one that we fixed. Works great, since we replaced that LM339. But I don't have a working power supply, so... But I do have an arcade power supply that puts out everything the ColecoVision needs. 5 volt, minus 5 volt, 12 volt, ground. So I got a bunch of alligator clips, and so if we go here, and we plug the arcade power supply in, there it is, it works. So I just gotta keep this disgusting concoction I've made here together in one piece, so that when I go to test my boards in the future, I can do that. Quite the mess I've made here. Okay. This is going to go over here for now. Until we need to ship more of those boards, which should be tomorrow. Hopefully more boards arrive, because I have 3 orders I need to ship. Mind blown. Thank you, brother. We're going to do some PS1s first. Game locks up, this one says, and this one says no power. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let me text Yank. Grass Puddle isn't here to remind me, but that's okay, I'll do it. Grass Puddle is here. Sorry, bro. I know it's not your job. I've secretly made it your job, haven't I? Okay, so this is our first one of the night. This is a PS1 that is said to have no power. We're gonna see how true that is. We're just gonna, I'm not even gonna test it closed, because we'll just take it apart. It need that power. Wait, Grass Puddle, I gotta plug it in for it to work? Oh. Oh, okay. These are usually pretty good. It ends up just being laser adjustments for the most part. Ah, yeah. Doesn't turn on, you say, huh? Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, let me full cam that for you guys. Wow, green slimy. Yeah, that power supply is toast. I think I should have a replacement, though, in my parts bin. Let's see what we got. Got lots of random PS1s that I've sent to the graveyard. Let's see what we got. That is a 7-pin power supply, and we need a 5-pin, so that's not gonna work. Be in luck. This is the nasty roached one, but it does work. We have tested that. It might be gross, but it works. Sup, Yank? That will come out. This goes in. Let's see if that is an easy fix of just swapping the one that looks like it got water damage for the one that's covered in roach guts. Yeah, this thing's toast, man. Everything's seized up on it. The reset button's seized. There's rust all over every single part of this, the early part of this board. You could probably save this, but you'd have to replace the reset button and pretty much every single passive component on this side of the board. So, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that, I have to say. Johnny Guitar, play it again. Johnny Guitar. Okay, where's my little sensor that senses if the lid's closed? This one I have one or something? Where's it at? There it is. I know what I got. Exactly. Do we have any response from the logic board? No. Let's see if we have any video whatsoever. What does this take again? It's the same as the... You have the forklift ready for tomorrow's drop-off? Jesus Christ. Is it arriving tomorrow? Got all the way across the U.S. that fast, huh? Arriba eso. Okay, plug this in. Let's go to this screen. Do we get anything? No. Yeah, I bet you this board is also just cooked under this shield. Did we have another one that just had a bad laser though? Or did we have do we just have a bunch of bad boards? I'm always wondering if we can make a good console out of all of our parts. Always the question. Okay, so we have this board. I don't know if it works or not. Let's find out. This one had some rust. Ah. Pro tip, don't touch the bottom of the power supply because it can still bite you after it's unplugged. Okay, so plug this in. Plug this in. How does this come apart? Does it just pull out? Yep. Okay. Let's see what happens with this. Does this one boot? No, this one also does not boot. Come on. Boot. Boot because I told you to. Or it's the power supply, I guess. I don't know if I have any good boards.
Still waiting on Anus. I got an N64 and went to go repair it. The screws were literally falling apart. And anytime I try to unscrew them, they literally turn to dust.
You had a composting console. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I might not. Do I have any other PSUs for this generation? Let's look. Wait, I got one more. Wait, I got one more though. And this one looks really clean. This one ain't got no roaches or nothing. Let's see. Ain't no roaches here, nothing. Yeah, you only have to learn that lesson once and you don't do it again, I'll tell you that. Getting zapped on a power supply cap. Ah, this one doesn't turn on at all. Oh, this is the one that blows the fuse over and over again. This is the guy with the short in the transformer. So he's not going to do us much good, is he? So we got short in the transformer. We got the roach one that does turn on, but we're not sure if it's outputting the correct voltages. We'll have to check. But it's not booting either one of our boards. And I got one more board, but it's completely different. 1, 2. It does take a 5-pin though, so we might use it just to test real fast. I just want to see if this boots this one, then we know what's going on here. What? Oh, we stole the AV off this one, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, I need to mark these now. This was another one that was completely dead, and we stole the AV off it. So I can't test if that's going to work because the AV is missing. Yay! Okay, let's test this other one. We might just have to send this one to the graveyard too, but for the meantime, we'll keep the roached power supply with it because it seems to at least turn things on. Let me test this other one. With this.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, we can swap the transformer. That's a great idea.
Kilovolts, as in will kill you volts. As in will fry your brains.
Damn, he changed his name again. Hey, Outcows, how are you, man?
I know for a fact this intro is going to give me a freaking copyright thing, and I don't have mine. Hurry! So the complaint for this one was games lock up.
So I'm wondering if this just needs a laser adjustment. It seems fine to me. In shot. Copyright! Copyright! No!
That's what it says. It says game locks up.
Seems to be working fine for me, though.
Probably just give it more juice and... Oh shit. My dumbass is dead. I'm not very good at this. I can't... Why isn't he turning? Oh, Jesus Christ.
You guys know me. Motocross warrior here. Oh, this has me. I can't even hear it because I don't have sound on my capture card into my computer. It's just going out to you guys, so you're probably listening to copyright music right now, and I'll have to deal with that later. Talk louder! Everyone scream! Ah! No! It seems fine to me, unless they were doing a disc that was really data heavy, and this just isn't. I will say, the first time I closed the lid, it didn't really spin. Well, one thing we need to do is fix the open button, because the open button won't open. So, we're going to go to this cam. And we're going to take the power out. And we're going to take the thing out, the controller off. We're gonna open her up, and we're gonna at least fix the sticky open button. And we'll probably give the laser a little more juice for good measure. And then we'll send her down the road, if she's still playing. This is another 5-pin. You know what? I also might swap the power supply into this one and see if it does anything. Brum, brum. Nice. Alright, let's fix this shitty... That would have been smart, wouldn't it, Gas Puddle? You got a point. This won't take us long to fix, though. Just a good isopropyl alcohol clean in there. And then smallest amount of oil you can ever think of. Push it on in. Okay. That's a lot better. Okay, now let's make our laser adjustment. See what the laser's at. The laser is at 1287. 1287, so we'll take it down to like, it works, so I don't want to mess with it too much. Alright, we got it at 1200. I'm gonna do a little bit more, get it down to 1150. That was probably too much. Let's see. Yeah, now it's at 1,000. Alright, there you go. 1180. That's pretty close. And it was reading fine, so. And we got the little lid thing fixed. Put that back on. Where's NASCAR at? I wanna test NASCAR. I think I threw him in the PS2 bin. I was using him as my tester game for that. Here we go. Here's another game we can try. Oh, that's much better. But what I know, I'm kind of special. I'm kind of special, you know? So you guys are just gonna sit here and watch this screen and tell me if it fucks up. I am gonna steal the transformer off this, probably, and put it on that one that blows fuses. Are you the one that blows fuses? Yeah. No. No. Damn, it's not the same pinout. Well, that sucks. What about the other one? We have a third power supply. Oh yeah, the one that came with it, right? The one that's absolutely roached. Where did that one go? Did we set it off to the side? It needs to go in the fucking trash. Oh, this is it. Rooting around in the bins, I see. We could take the one off this one, but it does technically work. You know what we'll do? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do, real quick, like. Okay, hang with me now. I'm gonna take the power supply out of... I'm going to put the roached power supply in this one and see if it works. And if it works, then we know the roached power supply is not the problem. What do you think about that? What do you think about them apples? I think that's a grand idea. Well, thank you.
No. Our roached power supply is not good. It is not good. Does not work. Good to know. Very good to know. So if I put this one back in and plug it in and turn it on, yeah. So our roached power supply is not working. I can see probably why. Our resistors near the front, I see some that are just straight up cracked in half. There's some diodes that are pretty rusted. What a mess. All these power supplies I have are just in such a bad state. The only one that doesn't look cosmetically fucked is the one that blows fuses. Which is funny. Is that you? No. Okay, so our two that are cosmetically fucked are the same, and our one that blows fuses is completely different. So that's really awesome. Makes it really hard to swap parts when they're gonna be annoying like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the output. Same as that one. And we've confused the shit out of Grass Puddle. So, we have learned that our Rochi power supply is bad. We have 3 power supplies here. We got one that looks pretty good, but blows fuses, and 2 that on the front look like they got spit on in 1985 and it never got cleaned off. So one of them being also having roach legs and other parts swung about it. Honestly, if you replaced all these jumper wires, because the jumper wires are so corroded, and like 3 of the passive parts on the front of this, it might work, because it turns on. It just isn't outputting right. The one that blows fuses, it has a different transformer than the other 2. That's the problem. Yeah, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be the transformer. That is just our first guess. That is just our first guess. It could be a shorted cap or something, so we can go through and check all of our caps and see if we see a short across them, like this big guy in the back here. No short across him. Check the other 2. No. This super big cap is just straight open line, which is good. We can check our diodes. Oh, this is frozen, ain't it? Well, I put the lid on in the middle, so. Let's just give it one restart here. Okay, primary windings of the transformer. So far outside winding, the far outside winding is 12 mega ohm, 12 mega ohm, 12 mega ohm, Dead short to the middle one. Dead short to the one right next to it. 12 mega ohm to the right side to the middle. 12 mega ohm. 12 mega ohm. Yeah, so it seems like the left side of the transformer is shorted to the middle. But I also don't know what windings are supposed to go where. That's the thing, right? I don't know what... How do I know what legs are supposed to go to what? That's good? Okay. Well, then something else is all short. This doesn't want to read this game now, does it? It's just getting frozen at PlayStation. Maybe it didn't like us putting that down all that far, huh? Maybe 11.5 was too far. Give the laser a good clean. Jello CPU 386. Yank, I'm thinking we're gonna have to. Is he gonna get stuck again? Yep. Alright, we're at 1200 now. This is Spyro is the game we're testing on. We're gonna check, yeah, we'll check the bridge for the diodes for the bridge rectifier next on that one. I just want to make sure this is gonna read this now. There we go. Yeah, it didn't like 1150. I brought it back to 1200 and it seems very happy at 1200. Advice, can you show me VR on laser? VR, what do you mean? What do you mean? Yes! Now that works. I need to glue back in this little topper part because it keeps trying to come out. So we're gonna let that run in the background now. Make sure it doesn't freeze up on us. And we're gonna test some more stuff on these power supplies. So this is the one that blows fuses. This one, has a bunch of diodes. So diode 102. Diode 104 seems like it's got a direct short both ways. Yeah, it does. And these two diodes, I don't get a reading either way, huh? That's a good diode. That's a good diode. And that's a good diode. This one is not. It gives 0 voltage drop on both ways. And that's D104, which is a... I can't read what it is. Let's see if that's true on any of these other ones. I'm going to doubt it is. Yeah, that one's bad. This one on the outside is not good. Or it's something upstream that's shorting it. Not very diode-y, is it? Allowing power to go both ways. Oh, this has been frozen this whole time? You gotta be kidding me. They read it so perfect with the lid off. I was so sure. There it goes. Alright, let me change cam, and we'll get to the solder bench here. Get the iron and the reflow gun heated up. And we'll let this PlayStation 1 sit at that screen for a while. So, what we'll do, let me get my mic so you can hear me too. What we'll do is we'll disconnect one leg of that diode and make sure the short goes away. If it goes away, then we know it's the diode causing it and nothing upstream. If it doesn't go away, then we got more investigation to do, don't we? Don't we? So the one giving us the fuss is this guy right here on the very edge. Waiting on our reflow gun to heat up. Come on, brother. Heat up for me. Got the leg straightened out. Yep, all the solder has been removed. So we should be able to pull that leg out of there. There we go. Leg is out. So now, is my short still there? Is my short still there? It is not, it is gone. My short is gone. I think we have found our culprit. he is a 4004. Do I have 4004s? I have 4148s, and I have these. This is for JF2225s. Oh no, 4004s. Yeah, that's 4004 too. Yeah, we'll just put this guy in there. I thought I had 404s. Those are like insanely common. There we go. Now we just need to find where our side cutters went. Right there. Okay. Let's see if we're still good now. So we can go from positive to negative, here to here. Can't go this way. That seems better. That seems a lot better. Okay, was that a symptom of our issue, or was that our issue? That is the question. So we'll come back over here. We'll steal a fuse out of another one. See if we got a good working power supply now. Sorry, when I read 10D4, that was the date, the factory code. It wasn't the diode code. My bad. Then a die, then an ode. Well, let's see if it. Well, let's not say that took me no time at all yet. We don't know if it's just going to blow the fuse again. But it did seem like that was a bad part. We stumbled upon that pretty. That's definitely a bad part. We're just going to test it and see what happens. So back to this cam. And I'm going to plug power into this thing and see if it instantly blows the fuse or not. And if it don't, then... oh, by the way, how's our game doing? Oh, did I unplug it? Oh, no. Yeah, it's still fine. Spyro's chilling. Alright, Spyro, we gotta steal your power real fast, buddy, to see if this fuse is gonna blow. Are we ready? Let's give you guys a front row seat to seeing this fuse possibly explode. 3, 2, 1, go! So I saw the light flash on. I hear a strange noise coming out of it with power applied. It sounds like a rub, wub, 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 and it's coming out of the transformer area. Might leave it plugged in and see if it explodes. It does have a Rifa Wally diode. Hi Attic, how are you? Wait, you don't want me to keep scratching that? What's wrong with that? Fine. Something in it is like ticking. Like it's gonna fucking explode. I think it's the transformers like ticking. Like a fucking bomb! It's gonna explode! Look out! No smoke yet. It just sounds like blup, 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 blup. Tick, 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 tick. Sounds like it's coming out of the transformer. Will the green light come on without the console plugged in? Well, we can test that real fast with the roached one. Oh no, it won't. Okay. What if I put that, now that it doesn't blow the fuse, oh no, we stole the fuse out of the roached one, that's why I didn't. Yeah, it should. It should come on, even though it's not plugged in. $240 volts in the ear hole. In the fucking ear hole. You think I just replace all the caps on this? Is that worth my time? These are all really weird values though. 10,000. So we don't have much going on the primary. We have some resistors, we have some more diodes we can check. Let's test the rest of these components. I wonder if I can just pull up a schematic on this guy. We can go through all the parts. We do have some sort of IC. It's a little chip on the primary side. And then of course we have this, what looks to be a voltage regulator. It is a FS3KM. No, it's an 8015. So let's check these diodes down here. Looks good that way. Looks bad that way. That looks good that way. Looks good that way. This one looks bad. This one looks good on the one side, but the other side it looks like it's got 3 volts going across it. But that could just be other components. There's a capacitor there. Could just be going through the cap for him. Test the Zener diode. Test the Zener diode. Where's my Zener diode? Is that D108 here in the middle? There's not much parts. There's a little glass diode in here. I assume that's our Zener. He's 0.2 that way, 0.2 the other way. But that is the tiniest little glass. That is D108 on our board. So. Can also test our filter cap. It's that guy right here. Yep. 0.1 microfarad, that's what it should be. You guys put so much weight on my shoulders to fix these things, man. What is wrong with you guys? If this was the old non-streaming Tristan, I would have just said this thing don't work. Okay, on the outside leg of our 8015, I saw 150 volts DC. Is that scary or what? Let's check our cap here. We can give it a capacitance check. $60, yeah, go ahead and... It was charged up, so this is going to take a minute. What's it supposed to be? 200 volts, 1200? Got a little sticker over it. Can't tell what it says. What about you down here, buddy? What are you? $44? That sounds about what you should be, huh? Yeah, 47. Yeah, he seems alright. That's why he was in a box doing nothing. Right. Well, we do have one diode that seems to give us a weird voltage reading going both ways, so we can swap him out, or at least take a leg out and see if that goes away. Because on this way, I see... Oh, wrong mode. On this way, 0.5, which is what it should be, but if I go the other way, I see 3 volts. I see no voltage drop. So I might not even switch cam. I might just do this real fast. Just pull him out. Pull out one side of him and see if it goes away. If it goes away, then we'll replace him. Not many other components I think could have been damaged other than whatever this IC is, which is labeled as a C848C. Yeah, that's really it. And whatever this little FS3KM is. Oh, I found the Zener actually. Here's the Zener. Wasn't someone asking for us to find the Zener earlier? It was CPU, wasn't it? CPU was asking us to find Mr. Zener. Alright, now that I pulled that leg up, let's see. The other ones are different revisions. They don't have that little IC on them at all, I don't think. No, they don't. They do not have that IC at all. Yeah, this is a different revision is our problem. Alright, that's what it should be. 0 that way. And 5 this way. 0 this way. Alright, let's see if I do this side. I see 5 and 2. Okay, so it's not the diode's fault. That's probably other things in the circuit. Here's our little Zener. And he is 0.5 in the positive direction. And open line in the other one. No, 0 drop. It keeps jumping between 0 drop and nothing. Could still just be our winding though. I wish I had a service guide for these. Then we could actually know test points and all that, but we don't got that, do we? Push him back in. I don't think he's our problem. Of course, on the bottom here, we do have some surface mount parts, but it's mostly just capacitors and stuff, little guys. So, we can swap the chip here, which is one of the very few things I think could have been damaged. Just this K. This is K2125, and the one on our chip is FS3KM. What about this guy? What has he got? He's got a FS3KM. So yeah, those are interchangeable. We could swap that. I think that is just a voltage regulator. Voltage reg. Out of our roached one. Let me break up this dead roach bits in here and get rid of that. Okay, well, we don't have any replacement ICs because these other 2 power supplies we have don't have ICs on them. They are a different layout. So there's no way we can test the swapping the IC. I can swap the Let's see what this is. I want to know what that is. Where's my phone? What is the... FS3KM. Oh my god. DC-DC converter. That's the MOSFET. Yeah, this is the MOSFET. Okay, so CPU, you want me to swap out the MOSFET? I can swap out the MOSFET. What do you say? We'll take that out of this roached one and see if that changes anything. What do you say? What do you say? Because we don't have the IC, that's for damn sure. Sorry, guys. Moo. As hot cows would say when I use the desolder gun. Moo. My iron went to sleep. Fantastic. Alright, this will be the last thing we attempt for this, because if this doesn't work at our primary side and the IC's bad, then we can't go anywhere from there because we don't have any more ICs. We'll move on to something else. But we'll try this first. Come on now. And we took that diode out earlier. We need to put it back in. Where was that guy? There he is. Solder him back in. Fantastic. Throw some shit around, break some shit, you know, the usual. All right, we changed that. Will that do anything? If it still makes the repeating noise after MOSFET changed, it's the IC. Okay, let's see. Does it explode or something? Same clicking noise. Yeah, and the IC's hot. It's hot to the touch. I'm gonna say it's our IC. Our high C. And these two are just completely kablammered. You like that word, kablammered? I made it up. Well, this one's good though. I think this one's good. So real quick, what we can do to test this one, this is a good power supply. We're gonna put that in this one and see if this one boots and shit. And then we can say, hey, this is a good game. It just needs a good power supply. And we will have to order the IC and all that funness. All right, multimeter, I'm gonna beat your ass. Shut up. Oh yeah, there it goes. That boots. So this just needs a power supply. Where did its laser go? I took it off. And what did I do with it? Yeet it across the fucking room? Maybe. Is this it? Oh yeah, we put it in this board. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. Come here. Does this one work other than a bad power supply? Let's see. There's only 150 volts in it. What's it going to do to me? I got that dog in me. What can I say? You should see me discharging CRTs. I just put my whole ass hand in there. Get it in there. Get her done. Okay, there's a laser in there. Doesn't seem to want to spin though. No disc spin. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I didn't plug the cable in. Duh. Hey, there's disc spin. CPU, it's even easier than that. I'm just an idiot. And didn't plug in the motor cable. Hey, that's a great working one. It just needs a power supply that doesn't tick. Maybe plug in the cable. Thank you, Grass Puddle. Thank you. Very observant. Very observant. I don't have... What makes you think I have others, Yank? Where would I get them? Thanks, Hot Cows. I appreciate that. I don't see any other ICs. It's a KA3842B. I'm pretty sure that's the... The other two power supplies don't have those chips at all. Oh, you're just telling me to buy it. Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll buy it. We'll buy that. We'll buy that shit. Okay, let's put this one. Now that we know that this, let's mark that first of all. Because we'll throw this in the bin and then be like, oh yeah, what was that again? I need to make another DigiKey order anyway, so we'll order that. Okay. Lid, no, not lid. We need to put this back on first. Secure our power supply in here. Okay. So on this one, we cleaned the eject button so it doesn't get stuck anymore. We adjusted the laser down a little bit, and we cleaned the eye, and he seems happy. They said that this one would freeze sometimes. I have yet to see that at all. It just needed a good clean. I think he's ready to go back into service. But this guy, if I can find a marker or something. Oh yeah, let's give him his little extension port holder thing. Let me get, yeah, marker. Need PSU. Good. I don't know why this one's in the bin. Let's find out. Together. Does this one just not read a disc? One more here, one more. This might have been one we fixed and I accidentally put it back in the bin. Nope. This one doesn't want to read the disc. Let's find out why. It's trying. It's that eye's moving a lot. I hear it. Oh, is the disc spinning? Yeah, let's check that first of all. So let's get it out of here. Keep leaving you guys on that screen, I'm sorry. Okay, now that we got it open, let's watch it try to read. It's making such a strange noise. Alright, let's see what that laser's reading at. Ooh, we already got this pretty low. 1,076. I don't know if we did that, but that seems pretty low. Bring that back up. Someone might have been in here mucking. $12.50. That's better. That's better. Let's see what happens now. Hey, there you go. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Ah, I gave up. Might need a tad more than $12.50. Oh, nope. There it goes. We'll give it a little more. We'll take it to 1200, but that is a good indication that it is reading this disc. Is it gonna get past this screen? Usually if it gets this far, it's good all the way to the title screen. I'm impressed if it gets stuck here. Huh, okay. I've never seen it get stuck there before. All right. Gave it the tiniest bit. Let's read what that says now. All right, we're at 11.5. Let's back it up a tiny bit. Tiniest bit. Okay. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I have a bin full of stuff to do tonight. We have some PS4s. I don't know how much we'll get done. We'll probably end stream. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Whatever does that mean? I've never seen that in my life. Okay, we'll just say it was being weird. I don't know. There it goes. Yeah, it's happy. That's crazy. I appreciate you. I hope you get your caps here soon. I want to know if that fixes those PS1s for you, because I'm telling you it's gonna. I'm telling you. This one's got an IC101 in it. Unfortunately, it seems to be working okay. Hold me, Yank. Yank, hold me. What's happening? If it plays this animation pretty good without freezing too much. Yeah, that was pretty good. It froze once, I think, there. We'll give the laser a good clean. This button also needs a fix. This button's also grimy and green and bad. So let's take it out and I see it and put a little oil on it. Make it nice and happy. Yank, you and Puddle hold each other while I do this. Okay. So we'll just clean this off real good. Clean off in here real good. Too many kids. Too much kids gamer gunk in here, huh? Oh yeah, that's pretty bad in there. Let's get our oil. Put a tiny dab of oil on my finger. Run it around the rim of the open button so it stops binding. Put the open button back in. Put our spring system back in. All right, let's see if we can replicate that issue. If we can replicate it, then it's something we need to investigate. That seems really happy. That was really fast. Let's see if we can get through this whole cutscene without a freeze. Oh, yeah. That's one happy laser. That's one happy console. All right, that's two, I think. Let's make sure. I don't know if I got a memory card. I should have a memory card somewhere. But we can at least make sure that the controller works. It does.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful here in the...
So, Crazy, I'll tell you what I do. I'll do one better. I'll show you what I do in a second. Oh, I wanted the treasure, guys. Think I can make it if I come up here? Turn the damn camera. Why won't the camera turn around? Oh, that's the... Okay, that's how you turn the camera. Yeah, bitch. Give me all that money. Thanks, Yank. Well, it seems to be playing okay, though. What do you think? I think we got a fixed laser. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so this is composite video going into the front of our DVD/VHS player that's coming out into our capture card. I hope everyone had a great week this week. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I've been selling lots of I have to solder up. Oh, actually, no, I have one done. I don't want to solder up another one of those tonight. I have to ship out another of the Fuji nets tonight. I sold another Fuji net. I'm glad I got those made. I don't really make much money off each one of those, but it was cool that for everyone who wants to have one but doesn't know how to use JLC PCB and like get them made, because it's not easy. Like, I had to go through all the ICs and pick them, and I like so what it does is it takes a BOM list, a bill of materials list, and then populates the ICs based on XY coordinates from the BOM list. And when I initially put the list of materials into JLC PCB, it tries to auto-populate the board, and half the ICs were backwards. So if I didn't know that and go through and fix them all, like if some guy not knowing what he's doing went through and tried to buy one and just uploaded the BOM and hit make, he would have gotten a board with all them backwards on it. And then guess what? It wouldn't have worked. That would have been very sad for everybody. I agree, Yank. It seems pretty good. Let's save this last dragon, and then I'm going to call it good. Town Square. I'll buy a bunch of them. I'm placing a giant order with DigiKey anyway for more parts for the pinball boards. I need a few more parts. I need more inductors and a few different resistor values and some more 4148 diodes for the pinball boards that I make. And I'll buy the IC then. And then we should have another PS1. Thanks, Retro Repair Room. I'm glad they're getting service too. It's fun getting anything working again. Ah, I don't know why he keeps diving down. CPU was correct. He was. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he was right. Wasn't he? What are these chickens doing? They're dancing around. Look at all those chickens. Anyway. Yeah, shout out CPU. He knows what he's talking about, guys. Listen to him. If he comes in your stream, listen to him now. He's a knower. Okay, so this one's good, and where do we put the other good one? Over here. Okay. Cool. We have lots of other stuff to do today. Don't you worry. Let me bag the parts for this. Oh wait, we put the screws in the bottom of that one? No, we didn't. Well, that would have been awkward. Tristan, why is this have no screws in it? Oh. Does a customer need screws in their console? Do they really need them? Thank you, Multimeter. Very nice. Grass Puddle, thank you. As always, we couldn't have done it without you, man. Are you finally home, Grass Puddle, or are you still out and about? I guess it's Friday, so you should be home. Alright, I got some options for you now. Now, I always let you guys have a, well, I try to, at least. Come on, give me some credit here. I try to have you guys have some input on what we work on next. So let me give you your options, okay? So we have a PS5. The PS5 just he says it turns off after a while. So I have liquid metal, and we can put more liquid metal on it. That's the only thing I know to do. We have that. We have an original Xbox and some PS4s. And that's it. And a 360. So original Xbox, PS4s, or a 360. That's your options. Oh yeah, Grass Puddle always works on Saturday, doesn't he? Because when we do our Saturday stream, he's always like, I'm working right now. What do you want to do first? The PS4? What do you want to do first? Or original Xbox? CPU wants to do the original Xbox. This one might be too easy for you, CPU, because it just says disk drive. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is just needs a rubber band. So we might not even have to really get deep into this guy. We might just replace his rubber band and see if that fixes him. Let's see if the disk drive opens. It might just not read disks. Let's see what it does. No, it opens and closes. Okay. So it's just not going to read a disk. Here's OG Xbox. Let's get the AV cable. Here's the AV cable for him. So this might be a laser clean and adjust then. There it is. Thank you, Attic. Thank you. A really cool guy got me these shorts, if you didn't know. Really cool guy. All right. We need a controller. Wait, where is it? There it is. That's not it. What the heck? There it is. I was like, I got one in here. I don't really mod them. I fix consoles for my local game store. He pays me per console I fix. So I don't really do too much modding because he doesn't pay me to do that. He just pays me to get them working again and send them back. Yep, so we got a bad disk drive. So first of all, I'm gonna leave it plugged in. Well, actually, let's just get it off the top off here. So. Yeah. Get that bent back. You should have CPU. You should have been here for our marathon of original Xboxes. We did like 10 of these in one day. How long was that stream? It was long. And one of them actually had bad traces on the bottom of the motherboard, and we did a trace repair and got it working again. That was pretty satisfying. But most of them just have bad disk drives or have a clock capacitor that has exploded. That's always a fun one. The classic exploding clock capacitor. That's a fun one. Yeah. Okay, let's try. I think these are T15s. T15. It's bigger than that. T20. Is it a T20? Yeah, that's a T20. Oh, you do mods? That's really cool. Yeah, so the main thing I like to do when I'm not doing this stuff for the game store is very old arcade machines. So I work on Centipedes. I just finished a 1978 Atari Football. That's my favorite thing to do is arcade machines. The older, the cooler. So down here in the basement, we have a Centipede, a Space Invaders, a Donkey Kong, a Head-On by Gremlin, and a Mappy. Those are all my machines that I will never get rid of. And I also have a 1959 Wurlitzer jukebox that I got working again. I don't know why I think that oldest stuff is cool, but it is. It is cool. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's cool. We got ourselves a Virgin console here, never been opened before. All the stickers were intact. Not anymore, though. All right. Yeah, so once we get a little money here, selling all these boards, I'm gonna get cameras bought and get a laptop out there in the barn so that I can start streaming during the day while I'm doing my console or my arcade restorations. And then down here in the basement where we're at right now, we'll still continue to do board repair and home console repair. What do we got? Yank, you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at a Thompson drive. Ew, a Thompson drive. Uah. Gross. Another top 60 laser. Top 60. I don't have any replace. It's freaking impossible to get top 60 lasers. I guess we'll see if we can adjust this one back to life, but usually I try and fail with these. I have like 4 of these in the graveyard because they all need new lasers, and I can't get top 60 lasers from anywhere. I think, well, actually, I found a site where you could buy them, but they wanted like something ridiculous, like $30 a laser. It's like, Jesus. CPU, you think a recap would bring it back? Or what caps would fix a bad a disk drive not reading? I'm all ears. If there's a way I can fix these Thompson drives, I am all ears. Because we haven't tried to do anything like that before to fix one of these. That's too big. In the DVD drive. What the hell's going on here? Where are all my screwdriver bits? I'm getting pissed off. They over here? Yes, it's over here. Oh, there's Dance Dance Revolution. All right, now the bottom will come off. Maybe, maybe. There it is. Is there caps on this board? Okay, let's just try a good fashion clean and see if that will sort us out. Clean and lubing the rails. This laser does look pretty good though. It doesn't look like it's seen some shit. They truly are shit. I have so many of them. They're kinda sheet. They're kinda sheet. Okay, now with just a basic clean, did that change anything? I'm gonna say it didn't, but we're gonna try it anyways. Because why snot? We snaw. We snaw. We'll just sit that right like that. Recap and see the magic. Okay, CPU. We'll listen to you. We'll put new caps on this. Can't read the disc. All right. We're gonna try her. We're gonna listen to CPU here. He says we will see the light. Or the magic. Whichever comes first. Man, these screws are in here. Oh, there's a lot of caps on here, huh? Quite a few. Quite a few caps on here. Let's change screen. Okay. All right. If these work, I have 5 on the shelf. Yeah, I know. If CPU is to be believed, which I believe he is to be believed, then I might have a bunch of these that I can fix as well. I don't want that chair. That chair sucks. I want this chair. Okay. All right, let's see if these are all values I have laying around, first of all. Let's see. So most of these are little pudgy ones, which we won't have, but I can just knock them over. Can I read a value on one of these? My lord. It's like impossible. 16 volt, they're all 100 microfarad. Yeah, all of these are 100 microfarads. Over here we have another 100 microfarad and a 10 microfarad and a 47 and another 10. Okay, so we'll desolder all of these hundreds and put new ones on it. We'll do all the 100s first, and then we'll do the few odd man out. What do you say? Is that? If Console 5 has a cap kit for these, that probably tells me that this is a pretty common issue. Console 5's usually on it. Is my nozzle getting clogged? Kind of feels like it. It is getting clogged. Turn that sumbitch all the way up. There we go. That's better. Can't tell if that's it being glued to the board or if it's leaking out the bottom. Alright, there's all the 100s out of the board. Let's get some new 100s in the board. I think I bought a giant bag of 100s recently over here. Yep, here they are, 100s at 35. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Okay, CPU, so are these, can I stand these up, or are they gonna hit, because they use the short ones. If I stand this one up here, is it gonna hit when I put it in? Let's see. No, it looks good. I think it can stand up. Well, is there one right here? No, there's not. I think they can all stand up. Why did I buy such a small amount of these? Was I like smoking crack or something? Should only buy these in bags of 100, and I bought like, how many did I bag in this? What's the bag say? It says 50. That's no way there's 50 in this bag. Oh, I probably filled my box and then put the rest in here. Yeah. Turn that back on. There's a hole that needs sucked out. I think we'll put them in there and just bend the legs and we'll see if it'll close. Yeah, it goes down all the way. So that's fine. I don't know why they use short caps when they made this, because it's totally fine with the long ones. Maybe the short caps were cheaper or something. They were worried about being too close to the gears. I don't know. All right, let's solder these puppies in. Okay, there we go. Everyone's sitting with anticipation to see if this is going to work or not. Oh wait, we had one more 100 over here, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. That one and this one. Come on out of there, buddy. Need my... Oh, he pulled right out of himself. That leg was still in there, huh? Okay. All right, I need some, yeah, these will work. Come out. There. Other leg. There. And that was a 10 at 50, and the other one is a 10 at 50. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have 10s at 50. Let me find my bag. This keyboard has so many miles on it. There it is. Okay. 10 at 50. 10 at 50 and 10 at 50. Okay. And then finally, there's a 47 here. We have to clean this hole out over here. Doesn't want to operate. Okay, and this guy is a 47 at 16. So, 47 at 25, yes. 47 at 25 in here. There we go. What's up, girl?
Hello.
Where did you get those from?
Cabinet.
I didn't know we had them.
Yeah, I already took one of them. How's chat?
Good. We are experimenting if recapping this drive board for the original Xbox will make it read discs again. And CPU in chat says it will. So we are going to.
You know, whenever you stream, you can steal my tablet if you want. Plug it in.
That's all right. It's not a big deal. All right, there it is. We've done them all.
Wait, how small were those things? Oh, I was thinking of little babies.
To you, yeah.
Hello.
Okay, so.
So now showing me all our planters.
Oh, yeah? Okay, well, here, take it. Give it to me then.
Okay, well, do you want to take the vodka one?
No.
I don't either. I'm scared. What does it smell like? I think I'm wrong.
You the one who thought this was a good idea. Don't come down here and change your mind. Don't get it on anything
It
down
smells
here
like
either.
vape juice. Smell it.
Yeah, it does.
No, I do not want to play the States and Capitals quiz. I am not playing that
Who
game.
said that, Grass Puddle?
Yeah.
Grass Puddle just wants to know if you want to play States and Capitals.
No. I'm playing Pokopia.
Oh, we broke our black wire here. It broke off.
How bad is this, you think? I really tongued it. I'll leave this down here for you. Oh my god, you might be able to use that to clean shit. It's that. Oh, it's not even that good. Oh, my tongue is like buzzing.
This negative.
Educational! I know all the states, the 50 states, but the capitals I'm rusty on. God, that tastes like rubbing out.
Can you give me the red-handed thing that's facing up, not the one that's facing down on the wall? Yep. Thank you.
Tristan, what would you say would be the biggest issue or something you
$12 iron? Probably the speed it takes to get hot. I also don't know how long your elements will last.
Tell them we
But
got ours at an auction.
yeah, I got. If you have any of those Amazon return sites, like we have Bid FTA, that's where I bought mine, and it is. I have never changed the element in mine once. Oh, that came from a storage locker. That's a whole nother world.
I thought that was an auction one too.
Nope.
State.
I'm trying to strip this shitty ass wire, and it does not want to strip. There it goes. Yank changes his name quite frequently. He's a frequent name changer.
I'm surprised YouTube makes you let you do that.
Yeah, how often does YouTube let you do
Every
that?
30 days.
Is that why he's been the oiler yank for so long? Because he can't change it out of that?
I think someone just broke him.
That's good. All right, guys, let's see here. There it is. They're all changed.
It's like a cinnamon ball. And that's pretty good.
We did them all. Is it gonna work now?
My chat.
Would be pretty epic if this fixed it, I have to say. Would be pretty epic. Okay. Let's change cam. We hope. We hope. And for that, we thank you. Okay, I'm gonna just throw the disc in there, put this shitty lid on. Damn it. There we go, snapped together, snap, crackle, pop. Now we have these little flat Stanley screws. There we go. All right, plugging it in. Oh, this side, this back's not on all the way. There we go, now it is. Here we go. Uh-oh. What did we do? I smell magic smoke. Wah, wah. Why do I smell magic smoke? What did we do? I don't think I put any caps in backwards. I'm usually really good at that. At not doing that. Not really good at doing it. Usually really good at not doing that. Let's see. No, they're all right. They're definitely all right. Let's see, is it completely dead now? I don't know what we did. Burnt the motor up, that's for sure. It won't open the drive no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. Ah, the other wire broke, it seems. Yes, it did. These little shitty wires they used to connect the motor to the drive are just so fucking bad. Like, you put any pressure on them, they tear. This is like 25, 30 gauge wire. This is like 30 gauge wire they use for this motor. How ridiculous, if you ask me. How ridiculous donkulous. All right, try again. This will be the last attempt because we let the magic smoke out, and all things are telling me that this is never going to work again. Because whenever you let the magic smoke out, things don't tend to seem to want to work again. Yeah. It's dead, Jim. At least the motor part is. Let's see about putting a disc in it, though. Not really sure why the decided to cook off, but oh well, it's a Thompson drive. Who gives a shit? Yeah, no disc spin. I think we cooked whatever does the motor spin IC thing. I think our higher caps might have grounded out on the chassis or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Our laser's still trying though. Our laser's still trying to work. So whatever it wasn't the laser's fault. I don't know what it was. Oh well, another Xbox goes to the I need a new drive. Yeah, the laser looks good. But it doesn't spin the fucking disc or open the disc drive now because something let the magic smoke out. So, the laser part of the board seems good, but the board itself is now cooked. Something absolutely cooked itself on the board. No idea what our dumbass did to do that, but we did something fucked up. Yeah, I won't even move this back or forth either. Won't home it. I do have another Thompson, but if this board's cooked, we'd have to replace all the capacitors again. Yeah, we could put this drive in another... Yeah, we could try that. Not right now, though. Fuck that. I'm not doing that right now. I'm putting this with the other 500 fucking Thompsons, and we're gonna have to do another Xbox Fuck You Marathon. And that's exactly what it will be called, too. The Xbox Fuck You Marathon. Teleport on in, brother. Teleport on in. I think that's 4 or 5 we sent to the graveyard. 4 or 5 original Xboxes in the graveyard. Ah, this sounds like it's going to be a fun one. This just says no power. What the hell? This takes a computer thing. What is this, a Pro or something? I don't know if I've seen one of these or worked on one of these. Hold on a second. Gotta get a power cable. This, I think this will work. This is an old Apple one. that in all the way? Should be enough. That button doesn't feel like it's clicking anything. Alright, so you guys are, we're gonna have to look up the iFixit guide for this. I don't know if I've torn down this specific model before. Okay, so iFixit CUH-7015B. So we start on the back, we have to remove the warranty sticker. There it is. Then we got a single bolt. The game store is always looking to sell this stuff, so if you want to buy one that is 100% working besides the disk drive, I'm sure he'd sell it to you. I'm sure he would. How do you get these hard drives out? Wow, that's not very convenient. There we go. Ah, and there's another screw right there. Do we need to take the bottom or the top off? We need to take the top off. And the guide doesn't say there's anything holding the top on. Other than pressure. Man, a lot of pressure apparently. Do we have to take the bottom off to get the top off? That's a question we should answer. The bottom comes off. Seems to be rather easy. Well, those two parts pop off. Everything else doesn't want to go. Oh, I see. There's another screw here. This is probably our problem. this sucks. There it went. It's just really on there. There we go. So, what are we looking for here? We have no power whatsoever in this console. Is there a fuse we can check out? Is there, like, what do we do? What do we do? Does power supply come out now? How the fuck do you take this power supply out of here? Does this need to come farther apart? Can you not just pull this out of the top?
This guide sucks. It goes from, with the beast on the back, the oxygen panel pops off and some.
Yeah, he pulled it up from this side, it looks like. It's just really in there. There we go. It's starting to go. I feel like I'm just pulling this plastic case off the PSU. It's not coming with it. Yeah, I totally am. Doesn't want to let go over here. Let go, buddy. Man, that does not want to come off there. I love how this step in the iFixit guide just says, and voila! Like, yeah, and voila. iFixit guide says nothing about taking the bottom off, but okay. It says it took the bottom off and didn't see anything and turned it right back around. Alright, we took the bottom off, now what? Back here. He's holding in our power supply. No, these are not holding in. These are not long enough to hold in anything. Wants us to remove 2 screws on the metal plate, which is this one and this one. There we go. Right inside of that drive. And yep, that's the 2. Now we flip it over. Ah, yeah, that was it. Oh, that doesn't come apart right there, does it? Okay. So now we can give this thing power and see if we see power come out of it. Right? Can't I just probe this? What's supposed to come out of this? DC output, 12 volt and 4.8. I'm assuming the disconnections are 12 volt. So I should see 12 volt down in here. But probably only if the system's turned on. This button doesn't seem to click or anything. Like, I don't feel a click at all on the front of it. I have a PS4 Pro upstairs. I kind of want to feel what that one feels like. Because that just does not feel like it's clicking or at all. Maybe it is. Let me read what you guys are saying. Edit that part out. Yeah, edit that part out. So I'm looking for 5 volt standby, and is that coming out of this 4-pin connector here? Should I see 5 volt standby come out of this thing? This 4-pin connector. There's nowhere to probe on that though, so how would I even know? Inside of this thing looks dusty, crusty though. Crusty, dusty ass power supply. That's for sure. Is there a guide on how to get to the front button? Motherboard, optical drive, hard drive, fan, power supply, thermal paste. Tear down. I guess we'll just have to look at the tear down. This is the shitty guide I already looked at that just skipped a million steps. Well, we'll just start taking the sumbitch apart. Because I see the little ribbon cable to get to the, I assume the power button. Yeah, up here. Doesn't really... I mean, it looks fine. Plug that back in there. Is there a way I can short the pins and make it try to turn on? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins that go to the power button. I could just short 2 pins and make it think it needs to turn on. That would answer the question. I could short them all. What's the worst that could happen? Sorry, I'm Where's my mic, by the way? I didn't leave it over there. It's over here. Sorry, I'm just looking up guides and things to try. Yank, what the hell's going on with you, brother? On second thought, that button does seem like it's clicking. I feel that it will click. Do you feel a nice click? I feel what feels like a nice click. And it would also turn on if I just, you know, hit. Oh! Wait a minute now. It beeps at me. It beeps at me. One second, one second. What the hell's going on here? Does it have any display? Is there anything on the display? No. Okay, but first, let me take a selfie. No, but seriously. But first, let me put the hard drive back in it, because I took that out. Didn't I take that out? Oh no, I didn't take that out. It's just sitting there. Okay, where did I throw my PS4 disc? Over here. Turn it on. Where does it take the disc at? Up here. Okay, so it just triple beeps at me. And, oh. Yeah, it just kicks it on. So the power button's foobarred, huh? Repair time 4 hours. Interesting, interesting. I mean, to be completely honest, he could probably button a ribbon, yeah. He could. This is really going to take 3 hours? Probably needs a new hard drive since it. 3 hours, bro? Seriously? Uh-oh. Oh, it will give me my disc back. Thank you. Yeah, power button seems to be ornery. Yeah, it seems like the hard drive is also foobarred. Foobarred. Those are the two we have to put back, but I have 4. Why do I have 4? Did we take any out the top? We did take some out the top. That's why I have 4. Okay. Yank says he would check the ribbon. Okay. So, first glance, the ribbon looks okay. Let's ohm it out. Yeah, that all checks out okay. The annoying part is it looks like I have to tear this whole thing down to get to the button. Looks really buried in there. I see the screw that's holding it in too. It's on the front. I think I got to take the whole board out to get to it. Yo, Sloth, how are you, man? Yeah, so this one needs a new hard drive and the power button's foobarred. Let's give it a quick power cycle. And turn it on with a disc. We can give it the update file, but we can't hold the power button to boot it in safe mode because the power button's broke. So we might leave this go overnight and see what it does in the morning. If it fixes itself, or after a turn off and back on, it just does the same thing. Nice thing is the disk drive seems to work. Usually that's the problem, right? Yeah, we're just going to sit here and stare at the screen for 4 hours, CPU. You're okay with that, right? You guys are all okay? Just sitting here and staring at this screen for a while? Yeah, so this needs new hard drive. Off the bat, off the ripper. What are these, by the way? He just goes 4 hours. I have some like PS4 disk drives laying around, but I don't think I have any Pro disk drives. And I think these are bigger, aren't they? One TB. Yep, 1 TB, 5400 RPM, 5 volt, little HGST. You know, I might ask the game store, because he might be happy with just telling the customer, hey, you gotta turn it on with your controller or turn it on with a disc. Honestly, he might not give a shit if he has to just tell the guy who buys it that. But it definitely needs a new hard drive. Because can't you just bind your controller to it and hold the button? Let's just get these started so I don't lose them. There we go. Now we'll bag the screws. I love when my multimeter just decides to flip the fuck out. Yank wants to buy another one? Oh my god. Oh, I can ask him. I can ask him what he wants for it. Usually isn't much. Okay, we got another PS4. This says disk drive. Will it not take a disc? Will it not give a disc? Will it not give a fuck? Let's see. No disc in it. Takes the disc. Seems like it's trying to read and can't. I can't believe these things aren't even that old and they're already not reading discs. Also, I don't have a video out, but what's going on there? I'm not getting any video out of this. Let me boot this in safe mode real fast. HDMI looks okay. Huh. I'm not getting any video out of this. But he says the only issue he says is disk drive. Am I plugging in the wrong one or something? What's going on here? No, that's there. That's going into that, so that's right. That's going around there. Let's see. And that's going into that. Yeah. So not only disk drive, but I get no video signal. The LED does turn white. It goes blue, flashes once, twice, goes white. Now it's white. Might have to try this in my TV real fast to see if it's just my adapter being dumb. See if I get a signal on my television. Yep. I get a signal on my television, so it's just that shitty adapter. It says connect the DualShock 4 controller and play the PlayStation button. Okay, so yeah, we just got to fix the disk drive in this. So it's just my shitty composite to HDMI is not seeing the signal in safe mode. All right, let's see if we can fix this disk drive. Let's see if we can fix this disk drive. So one screw, and then the top should come off. This side's clipped on real good. Man, I hate taking these frickin' lids off, man. There it goes. This has some weird stickers in it. It says 1 TB. What's up with that? So, I don't want to get at this from this side, do I? I want to get at this from the bottom. I think. Don't I? What in the world? Yeah, someone's been in here fucking around. This whole board is bent right here. It's bent as shit. Okay, let's get into this drive. Let's ignore that for now. Jesus. So we got a bajillion ribbon cables that go across the bottom of this thing. Like an actual bajillion. Oh, that wasn't plugged in. That most definitely was not plugged in. Wonder if that's our problem. Yeah, that's really not seated. Now it is a little better. But definitely not to the line yet. All right, will that change anything? I don't know. Let's find out. There we go. I was like, it won't fucking turn on. You should see the power board back here. I don't know how they put it back together, but the board's bent like 15, 20 degrees. It's kind of impressive that it turns on at all. That sounds like it's reading that disc now, baby. Oh my God, that was it. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I know for some reason my my usual capture card isn't working. But this works. Let me get maybe if I get past this initial screen. Let's try to get past this screen and see if it will boot after that. Let's just initialize PS4. Yeah, that's fine. All right, it's rebooting. I think it's rebooting. I got nothing on the screen yet. Oh, there it goes. Updating system storage. This one might need a hard drive too. It turned off again. My God. Okay, now I see the PlayStation logo. Yeah, they had two ribbon cables that were halfway plugged in, and they bent the shit out of the motherboard because they have a bunch of long screws and short holes. If you know what I mean. All right, there it goes. It's booting.
Yep. Got it plugged in. United States. Yes. I don't have internet. US time. Canada. Yep. Accept. Start. User. And it's installing Battlefield. That's all it was. Can you believe it? They just had a ribbon cable halfway unplugged. Let's see if you can see it on my capture card now. I've never had one fail. I don't know why you can't see it on the capture card. That's so strange. Yeah, you still can't see it, huh? You should see it right now. And you can't. It works fine on my computer, though. How weird. I don't know why it doesn't work. Yeah, hard drive works great. It just, it was a completely reset console, probably from GameStop when they did it. And let's see if they're right. They put 1 terabyte sticker on here. Does this have 1 terabyte storage? I can check that, can't I? In settings or something. Storage. Calculating. Yeah, it's got 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte console. All right, give me my disc back, Joe Schmo. All right. We didn't take any screws out of this yet, did we? No, we had just gotten to checking all the cables and found that one that was loose, so this can go right back into the box it came from, which it came like that. I think the front goes in first. Like that. There we go. Ah, get in there. There we go. There we go. Okay. And it's almost 11, which is when I told my wife I was going to be done here. So, is there anything else I want to test just real quick? We know what the Pro needs now. And it can still be labeled as GameStop refurbished. Hey, I used to work in Geek Squad and we weren't that bad, okay? That's pretty bad.
So I have a lot of Pong machines and Intellivisions and really early consoles I want to do. Okay, I'll tell him. I'll tell him, Yank, that I want to do. So this is an example. This one's kind of cool. This is a Lloyd TV Sports. And look at this. This is the coolest part about this. It's got this giant mess of cables, and it has a fucking gun. Boo, boo, boo. Isn't that cool? So I got lots of really old consoles I want to do here soon. I got a bunch of Pong machines, some Odysseys, some Atari branded Pong machines. I got an Intellivision 3. I have another Intellivision 2. Yeah, I got like 4 of these. I got like 4 of these old video pinballs. Oh, this is cool. Can I get this out? What is that? It all wants to come with it, huh? Bring it all. How about that? Just to show you guys. We should have a hockey stick. Here's the Intellivision System 3. I gotta get all these cables unraveled. And then right under it is a Radio Shack Tandyvision. Tandyvision 1 with the Radio Shack logo on it. Up here. Right there. Pretty cool, huh? This one, they got some rust, so we're gonna have to take the screws out of these guys and see what they're looking like on the inside. All of this junk wanted to come with it. And we got a Gemini. We got a Coleco Gemini. I bought all this stuff at the game store when I was there. He bought it all, and you know, whenever he gets old stuff he doesn't want to screw with, like this, he gives it to me, along with the stuff he wants me to fix. Isn't that cool? It does look like Han Solo's gun, doesn't it? It's pretty neat. There's the connector. All right, there's the gun. It's a 3-pin. That's pretty cool. And then it's got. There's a controller. And this one's been ripped out. Yeah, on one side of this console, the connector is missing. It's just a hole. This side is there. Looks like a standard 3-pin Molex. And here's the other controller and the power supply. So, would not be surprised at all if you plug this thing in if it just worked. Takes a standard power supply. How do I turn it on? Yeah, there it is. So you can switch games. Oh, this is the target game with the gun. You gotta shoot the box. We can do moving target. That'll bounce around. Yeah, I got the paddles. I just gotta plug them in, and the one plug-in's broke. So pretty cool though, no? Anyways, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta get going. But I thank you all for hanging out. We fixed a few things today, right? We fixed a few. This is the stuff that excites me, this really old stuff. So I want to do a stream. Might do it tomorrow. I kind of want to work outside tomorrow and work on my arcade machines because it's going to be absolutely gorgeous out. Maybe tomorrow night I stream. That's probably exactly what I'll do. I'll probably only stream tomorrow night, not during the day. We got another Intellivision 2. We got a Odyssey 3000. I got like 4 Odyssey 3000s over there. What else do I have? I have the Wonder Wizard. Wonder Wizard. Yeah, and this is one of the ones where you just have the controller in front of you and that's it. Power goes on the top. Hey, Crazy, let us know when you, if you get those caps. I'd like to know if it worked for you or not. So, by General Home Products. Cool. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you again here very soon, and we'll do some more cool stuff like this Intellivision 3, which should, I wonder if will the Intellivision 3 take our cartridges from the 2 and the 1? Is it the same? Yeah, it is. So it should work with our multi-cart too, but it needs a bath really bad, so probably give it a bath first. And you remember when it was new at the Kmart. It's cool. It's really cool stuff. I like the Radio Shack branded Tandyvision, which should also work with the multi-cart, so. Yeah, I have completed my Atari. I need to so you stop just looking at my body. I have completed my Atari football restoration. I have lots of videos I need to make. I have lots of clips I need to make into one long restoration video, and then I'll post that here soon. But that took a long time. I probably have 6 months wrapped up in that restoration. Most of it being waiting for it to not be fucking absolutely freezing outside. But it was a long time. I had to make a new 44-pin connector and all sorts of stuff. It was quite the mess. So I'll be putting that out here soon. Alright. Cool. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow night most likely. Alright? Until then, stay safe. Don't do anything Yank wouldn't do, which is probably not a very long list. But just make sure you stick to that, okay? Listen to what we're telling you here. It's good to know. And then we'll do some Pong machines maybe, and we'll probably do that PS5 sitting right there, because I need to get that fixed for the game store. So, later. Have a good night.